Hello, my name is Vera Ogbomo. I am the face behind this page. I have the pleasure tonight, to introduce my business partners, who is a fellow mother as well. We are going to be talking about how we all, got into this digital business, and we're going to talk about, a little bit of ourselves and of the tips that anyone out there who is looking forward to, to starting their own online digital business, because we do know that a lot of people would like, to have something on the side, to generate revenue while they mind their family, while they mind their precious children. But they're kind of very, very stuck because they feel that there is no way out. So we are here to share our own, life stories, and then to encourage every mom, everybody out there, especially moms who are thinking that there is no way out. So we are here tonight, to share our stories. So at this very moment, I would like to introduce my fellow digital business partner. She's Sister Marcel. I will give her the time, to tell us about herself.
Hi, Sister Vera. How are you? My name is Marcel. I'm a mom. I'm a personal support worker, and I live Canada, Ontario. Thank you so much for everybody who's watching us, and I'm proud to be a digital business owner. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sister Marcel. And I would like to, to introduce my other business partner from Ireland here, Sister Ramat.
Hello, hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching us from. It's me again, your friend, your sister Rahma, all the way from Ireland, a mom of 5 amazing children, originally from Benin Republic, and I'm based here in Ireland with my family. And I'm proud to be online digital business owner. Thank you to accept me on your page, and I'm very grateful for that. Thank you so much, Sister Vera.
You're very welcome, sis. It is my pleasure, to have you here, and it is also even a bigger pleasure to know that someone from around my location, who is also a mom, is involved in the same business as I do. Thank you so much. That was a very brilliant introduction.
You are welcome. Yeah.
And next, I would like to introduce another mom, another brilliant mom, all the way from the UK. I would, put her up there, and then she will tell us about herself.
Hi, Sis Vera. Thank you for having me. Hi, ladies. Hello, everyone watching. It is good evening from the UK. My name is Amma. Anyone who is from Ghana knows that Amma is a very common Ghanaian name, and I'm originally from Ghana. I'm here residing in the UK. I've been here for practically most of my life. I am a mother and a carer to an amazing, beautiful young man. I work as a civil servant by profession, but I run my own digital business and I am loving every moment. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sister Amma. That was a very, very brilliant, introduction. And like I said, it's actually a pleasure, to have you here and to share your testimonies. So next, we are going to, be talking about how we all, got into this business, because we all have our journeys. We all join this business from different locations. We all join this business from, with different, reasons. So I would like to introduce, to bring on Sister Marcel once again, to tell us very, very briefly, how you came across this business. The reason I'm actually using this means is, to see, we could have, other, mothers out there who actually have seen this kind of business, but, never took, actions because they never knew it is something that is actually, feasible. So I just need you to please tell me how you, got to know about this business.
Thank you so much, Sister Vera, to have me on your page. How did I come across this business? I was looking. So, like I say, I'm a personal support worker, and my job is really tiring a lot. So I was kind of trying to see if there's something out there for me to do. So, and one night I come back from work and I saw an ad in my Instagram page, and a lady, she was advertising, talking, explaining how you can be able to stay home, work smart, and be able to take care of yourself, take care of your family. So that ad really catch my attention. So, and I watched the ad. I really like concentrate. It's like the ad was addressing to me. So I really concentrate on the ad. And I was so excited when, and she said, "Oh, if you want to know more, click on my link, and then it's going to bring you to a video of 90 minutes to watch, and then, put your name and email," which is I did. When I did it, no, it was a game changer for me. Thank you, Savira.
Thank you very much, Sister Marcel. Now, next is Sister Ramat. Tell us how you got to know about this business.
Okay. Thank you. First, I saw these ads on Facebook. Even though on YouTube, I saw the ad all the time, but I was very skeptical. I didn't look. Even I show my husband, he said, "Don't look at there," And I saw it like a year ago. After then, I just saw my sister, Marcel. Because we are talking, she just said, "Okay, Rahma, send me your name and your email." And I sent her. She just said, "Okay, go and watch your phone, your email." I said, I was there. I didn't look at the spam. You will see something there. And I was inside my phone. I checked. I saw it. I said, "Okay." I saw welcome Rama, so. I said, go and check it and look it and do the everything they ask you to that. Okay, when I was watching it, I said, but last time ago, I saw this thing now with people they are talking about, but because I didn't know them, so I was just passed away. But when she say it for me, immediately I just click to the link and I watch the webinar, and I just do the next step. I like by paying the 149, and here today I'm a proud online business owner. You see, thank you God, and thank you myself to give me that opportunity, because I saw it for a long time, but I was not take it, like I didn't take action, I'm very grateful for that. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Sister Ramat. Next, I will bring on Sister Amma, to tell us how she also got into the business.
Okay. Thank you, Sister Vera. How I got into the business for me starts with why I got into the business. And when I introduced myself, I mentioned that I'm a carer, and people may assume well, being a parent is a carer, and that's not necessarily the case. Like I said, I've got a beautiful son. He's now entering adulthood, and he also has needs, and that means that he needs to be supported in order to have a quality of life just like everybody else. And that means that I'm a carer. Anyway, he's my biggest why. And I was actually introduced to this business by a dear friend who's also a mother and a nurse by profession. And what it was is that we all going through life. I mean, we've had the pandemic, things have happened, and people have sort of evaluated what's going on with life. You know, now that we need to enjoy life and we need to actually appreciate the things that are important to us. And what's important to me is my son. So being a mother and working and also a carer, anyone who's just a parent and having to work, as you ladies can understand, is tiring. You know, you miss a lot of things, and you tend to find that your family, in certain ways, you know, quality of time with the children, you know, making memories, all of those things are sacrificed over your employer. And it's your employer that's not only dictating to your life, but also dictating to the life of your family, because it impacts on your family.
Yeah.
So with my son and being a carer, there's a lot of things that I've actually missed out on, because like I said, he's entering into adulthood. I've missed out a lot on major milestones. You know, I've missed out on making memories. Yes, we've made memories, but I know that there was more memories that could have been made if I was in a position where I was doing something that was more flexible. So as we were going through the pandemic, what's actually happened is there's been an explosion on the internet, because the internet is there 24/7. The internet is very flexible, it's convenient, it's always there. When the pandemic happened, quite a few people unfortunately lost their job. You know, employers were laying people off. I was fortunate enough to keep my job, but what I was finding was I was doing even longer hours on the laptop. And it got to a point now where my son was growing. He was my biggest why. I needed to have that quality time, but also I needed to bring the money into the house because I'm the main bread earner. And I said to myself, enough is enough. So my friend introduced me to this business. I was a bit like Sister Rameth. I was skeptical. You hear all these things about online businesses. You hear all these scare stories. So I didn't jump in straight away. When I finally got round to watching the webinar, I was just blown away with what I saw. I was blown away with the business model, because that's what the webinar actually does. Anyone who's watching and thinks, you know, what is this webinar? Why do we have to watch the webinar? It's because the webinar actually gives you more information about the business in itself, and it enables you to make an informed choice. So when I watched the webinar, I decided to myself, you know, the internet is out there. I've got my why, which is my son. I've got, I need to do something else, and why not go for it? And I decided then that I would actually venture into this business because it works around my son. And we all, whatever our whys are, it may be because we're parents and we're children. It may be because we want to travel more. It may be because we want to do things for people back home, because all of us here, we're living in countries that we weren't initially born in, and we have family back in our motherland that are also dependent on us to do certain things. So people watching may resonate with any of these reasons, and you want to have something that will help your why, work around your why, and make sure that your why is first. And you know, that is what I found and I find with this business.
Thank you so much, Sister Amma. That was a very, very brilliant, reason. The truth is, everyone watching us right now, we know you might be in the same position either before now or even presently or even in the near future. But the truth is, there has to be something that would lead you to think that, okay, you need this, you need to take this action. It could be anything that, that you experience in your life. And the main reason we are here as mothers is to, to bring it out there. Because I do know there are so many mothers who are still, kind of languishing in their situation because they just feel that there is just no hope. There is just no way out. And because of that, they settle for what they do not hope, to really have, or to really the kind of life they usually don't, plan for. And to be very honest, this issue is actually, very, very prominent. Even it might look as if it is very quiet, but it's very prominent among mothers, for example, who have to juggle between, managing the home, who have to juggle between, managing their business and then, take care of other things, that is needed, to live. So most of the time, they can kind of just find themselves in that situation where they have to just exist, just get by. But we are here to tell you, how their mothers, that there is hope, that there is options out there. We were once, like you, but the truth is, we found a way, and then we are here in this business. And the truth is, as we will learn, from some of my business partners, we're going to be talking about, how. Yeah, we're going to be talking about how this business has actually helped us. How the business, the benefit of this business. Okay, so right now, I am going to go on now to the next, not a question, but a chat, about, our lives. So, Sister Amma, I would like you now to tell us what somebody would need to do in order. I know you've mentioned it before, but I just wanted to highlight it even more. How, what somebody would need, to get into this business.
If anyone wants to know more about the business, I mean, they can connect with any of us. They can go onto our business page and they can register to watch the webinar. What I forgot to mention is it's a complimentary webinar, so it means that there is no cost whatsoever. It's only 90 minutes, and people might be thinking, shock horror, 90 minutes, that's too long. But I say that we can sit in front of the telly. I know I used to do it, sit in the front of the telly for hours and hours and watch rubbish. If 90 minutes is too long, there's replay, so you can pause and come back. So you can even do it in stages. So when you watch the webinar, and people might be thinking, well, why watch the webinar? The webinar gives you more information about the business model. And also you get to actually hear from everyday people just like us. So there may be mothers, there may be professionals, there may be young people. When I talk about young people, obviously this business is only suitable for someone who's 18 plus, but if you are 18, I consider you young, because I need to add quite a lot of years onto your age before you can reach my age. So you're open to the young as well, 18 plus. So you watch the webinar and you can actually make an informed choice. You will see stories from everyday people. I'm sure they will find someone that they can also resonate with. You can watch replays and you will see that it's different people, so it's not scripted. Once you watch the webinar, it will actually give you more information and it will make you decide whether or not you want to go to the next step. Now, I always say you never lose out on watching the webinar, because even if you decide that this is not a business for you, I always believe that the webinar empowers you to find out what you want to do, because the reason why you've decided to watch the webinar anyway is you know that you have a need that you want to fulfill and you are looking for the answer. So anyone who wants to know how they can find out more about the business, go onto our pages, our websites are there, register your details, and you will receive a link to watch the webinar, and you will receive various forms of information for 30 days as well via email.
Thank you so much, Sister Amma. I really do not have too much to add to that, because you've actually even expatiated more than I actually wanted you to. Well, thank you so much for that. And Sister Marcel, I would like you to tell us what advice you would have for mothers out there, using your own experience, using your own experience in the business and even in your personal life.
Okay, thank you so much, Savera. Okay, the advice I'm gonna give to the mother is we need to take care of ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's not everything about 9 to 5.
Yes.
Life is really short. We are not in this life to settle just like that. You cannot, it's not good to settle for less than, if I'm working, I'm okay, I got job and that's enough. It's not enough. We're in this earth to live the fullest.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
To enjoy your face. Why I say your life? Because we really matters. If We are sick. Our children are sick. Who's going to take care of them? So the most important is to take care of yourself. Think about yourself. When you are healthy, your family is healthy.
Yes.
You see? So let's work smart. You know what I mean? Let's work smart.
Yes.
Because when we work smart, we'll be able to enjoy life with our loved one. That's the most important. So we are not here to forcing people to come to the business. We are not here to sell anything. We are not here to buy anything. All we are here for is just to create an awareness for people to know there's opportunity out there. You see? So all we're asking right now is just register for one of our link. It does not matter. And sign with your name and email and just come and see what we say.
Yeah.
We are not here for play. We are not here. We are not joking. This is really serious. We are mom. We have a husband. We have our kids. So only thing we are looking for, just come. You have nothing to lose. There's no money involved here. So register with your name and email and come and see what we are doing. That is the message I just want to put out there, because if I want to say more, it'll be like I'm lying. So that's it. Thank you so much, sis.
Thank you so much, Sister Marcel. That was just superb. Thank you so much. And Sister Ramat, do you have anything to add to this? And in relation to your own, personal life, because what we are trying to do here is to encourage moms out there to know that we are live. You can see we are showing this live. We didn't record it at all. We are live. We are real people. We are, putting out ourselves out there, on different social media platforms, just to, to create an awareness, as Sister Marcel has, already said. So what do you think you can, add to what Sister Marcel has already said with regards to, the advice that you want to give to, to mothers out there?
Okay. Thank you so much, Sister Vera. What I will just add is, is very simple. When you got something, you don't know the potential of what they give you. You understand? Because this business, our online business, is like a gift from God. Because a lot of house, a lot of family, they're suffering, especially we are in diaspora. But because of the weather, everything we just package, they don't know what really happened. And this business, it can help a lot if you take your step. Because if you didn't change it with your hands, I'll not gonna come to your house or to your place to do it for you. For us, is to coming out to tell you there is chance there. You can still do something online. This space online is very huge. Just come. We can do it together. You can go up together. We can success together with this our journey. So for we, it's very good. We come in, we say it. But it's for you to take an action. Because we can say everything for you. If you didn't took action, nothing gonna change. You still gonna complain 1 to 30 days, from 1st to 30, you still gonna complain. You see this life, when we are watching TV, we have remote. If you want to change it, you change it by yourself, by your hand. You understand? So It's not like they already put it there for you, they will come and change it for you. No. You do, because this our life is for we. If you are full, you know you are full. If you are not full, you know. And this thing, we are saying the what happened to us from our background, from our where we are coming from. We don't want that one to happen to our children. That's why we are here in abroad. So, but when we are come, it's another face we see it. And we can't just go back. We already in. We have to cook. But we discovered that 9 to 5, we can't do it. Because a lot of farm, a lot of home, they did a lot for a long time, for a long years. Nothing's changed. It's the same thing, routine. You know, mommy come, daddy go. Mommy come, daddy go. Because the bill is there. We just work for those bills. You don't have service. You don't have anything, you know. We just live like life. We just live to live. But this life is very sweet than that one. It's very sweet. And when you saw this opportunity, it's very good to just grab it. Just come and see. You know, from beginning, you don't need to pay anything. It's free of charge. Just come with your name, with your email, and you come and see. When you saw it, oh wow, it's what I'm looking. Because me too, I'm a stay-home mom, you know. But I was looking for something to do that time. But I didn't find it because I don't want to live. They are too young. I have twins 2 times, you know, and they are too young. I don't want to leave them, especially in this abroad. You can't, if they don't have some age, you can't just leave your children to say I'm going for work. You know, it's another problem. So, but at the same time, I'm still looking to do something. But I was scared that time, you know. But when they handle it for me, they show me, I just take it because it's what I was looking for a long time. And with this our business, you can still create your retirement. And anyone can do this business. Yeah. So to start, you don't need anything. You don't need to go. I have to go and look for a shop to do something. No, your data and your phone. Finish. You can do it anywhere, anytime, and easy and peasy. You understand? Thank you so much. I don't want to talk too much.
Thank you so much, Sister Ramat. That was just fab. In fact, that was just too wonderful. As you were just talking, I could only just feel the hair on my skin, you know, standing up because you were just
Wow.
the nail in the head. You know,
Thank
thank you so
you.
much for that. Like
Really
we are
welcome.
mothers, we have actually heard from fellow mothers. These are mothers from 1 to 6. Some of us have 6 children. Some of us have 5, 4, 1. So it doesn't matter. But the truth is, once you become a mother, you have the responsibility, you know, to take care of your family, to take care of that child. You have the responsibility to take care of the holistic things about that child. Because the truth is, it's not just about money. The truth is, you might actually, if you sit down to think about your life, when you go out there, the way this, the way the system is actually made up, you go out there, you know, to trade your time. And the truth is that if you cannot actually, measure that time with the money, because if you look at it, what are you worth? Do you just think that what you are actually earning right now, what your revenue is what you are worth? If you look at it, can that actually buy you everything, or can that actually give you everything that you actually aspire, to have in life?
No.
For so many of us, so many mothers, we are in debt. for so many mothers, we are in in a situation where we don't want to be. And this again, we like Sister Marcel said before she left, you know, we may not actually look at this thing, deeply. We may not look at it deeply, but the truth is, as mothers, if we are not happy,
the whole house,
we are not happy home.
Mm-hmm.
Everything depends on that's our responsibility. And the truth is, because of the stress that this problem, economical problem is bringing on to every one of us, you see mothers bringing it into the relationship, and it is affecting everything. Mm-hmm. But the truth is, this business has been a blessing. Like when you said it was a blessing, I the hairs on my skin stood up. And mm-hmm. the truth is, the blessing is just beyond measures. It's not just this financial blessing, but it gives us, that the hope to know that, yes, even if, please God, if I leave the earth today, my children are going to be taken care of. Mm-hmm. And that does not happen with my job. That does not happen with your employer. Do you understand? So the truth is, we are all, witnesses to all this. We are all, you must have experienced this, at one point or the other, where you are leaving your job, maybe to even secure a different job, or where you are out of your job because you are sick. You'll be replaced almost immediately.
Exactly.
Something that you can actually do, and you can leave it as a legacy for your generation up to your 8th generation.
Yeah.
So the truth is, and the potentials of this business is just, so immense that it's just too good not to come out here and, share it to mothers. So like we actually said earlier on, if you can resonate with any one of our stories, or even if you have any other thing that is bothering you, if it has to be economical, mothers, you are not alone. We all have been there before. Many other mothers all over the world have been there before. This is a business that you can actually do to take care of your own self, to take care of your the revenue, to take care of all other aspects of your life, because we know that as human, especially as women, we have things, we have our makeup, and most of the time, if a particular aspect of our life is affected, it kind of just it strips down to every other aspect. Then we are broken. Yeah. But the truth is, there is opportunities out there. Do not be alone. Take your time, to sit down to to liaise with each and any one of us, using our social media platform, or using our link that you can see on the screen, or even if you just WhatsApp messages, or even phone calls. We have our phone number. We have everything there on the system, so where you can actually just go and get information from. So with all this, we bring this to a very good night, even though we've actually got into a new day for us. Like it's 7 minutes into a new day at the moment. So I just want to say thank you so much, sisters, for coming up here to share your experiences and then the advice to our viewers. Thank you, and it was a very big pleasure to have each and every one of you.
Thank you too.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.